Alright guys, welcome back to the channel, welcome back to another video. There's been a whole bunch of news coming out over Twitter in the last few hours. I haven't had the time to do these videos, so we're going to combine one of them into one. We've already reacted to part 2 being confirmed for the LRSSJ Goku and Vegeta and the LR Meta Cooler. And now we're going to combine this video with all the EZA details for the Dokkan Fest Meta Cooler that's coming, the Tech Vegeta from the Meta Cooling movie, and also the Piccolo, and all the new stuff that is coming in part 2 as well. So don't forget to drop a like, subscribe of the video, and don't forget to also comment down below your thoughts. And I just realized I said that the complete wrong way around. Drop a like on the video and subscribe if you are new. That's a bit more like it. A lot of stuff to get through. So we're on the Goresh's Twitter right now. I will leave the link in the description down below for his Twitter, and also Luca Dokkan's, who we'll go into in a moment. But we are starting with the Dokkan Fest AGL Meta Coolers EZA details right now, who, I'm not gonna lie, I reckon the initial reaction to this guy wouldn't be the best. But one thing you do have to remind yourself is Dokkan doesn't want every single EZA they drop to dominate all the hard content in the game. Also, not every single unit that drops an EZA that comes out has to be good and the hardest content available. That doesn't mean his EZA is bad. From what I've seen, his EZA is still very good. However, probably not the strongest or go-to candidate if you were going to probably attempt some red zone stages or the Cell Max event, especially with type disadvantage. So do remember that. So now after EZAing, his leader skill is Wicked Bloodline, gets Ki +4, HP and attack and defense plus 170. So a flat 170 for Wicked Bloodline is great, especially with the new addition of Final Form Cooler. Don't forget there's also the EZA Tech Final Form Cooler, the EZA Fizz Final Form Cooler. This guy, of course, getting an EZA Full Power Freezer, the AGL Full Power Freezer, LR Golden Freezers to come in a few months. There's a lot of fantastic Wicked Bloodline category units you can use, so a flat 170 is very nice. Or Extreme AGL gets Ki +3, HP and attack and defense plus 120. I don't really see where you're going to be using this, maybe apart from Clash, probably about it. His passive is Ki +2 and attack and defense plus 150, gains attack and defense plus 20% with each attack received, and stacks up to a max of attack and defense plus 100%, which is very nice, in total getting a 250. Then he gains an additional Ki +1 and a chance to perform a critical hit plus 20% when there's a superclass enemy, which, considering how many superclass enemies are in the game, that is very easy to pull off. Unfortunately though, when it does come to the harder content, if you are going to take him into potentially some red zone stages he can handle, of course there are only extreme enemies in there, but outside of that, you know, Super Battle Road ESBR stages that contain, of course, a lot of superclass enemies because they are extreme based category unit categories. He's going to be great there. Goku and Vegeta event with their updated categories that come out every now and then. He's going to be very good there. He also gains another additional Ki +1 and a chance to perform a critical hit plus 20% when there is a Pure Saiyans category enemy, which again, the majority of the game are filled up with superclass enemies or superclass units that are pure and hybrid Saiyans. So any event you go into where there is a superclass Pure Saiyan enemy, this cooler will get an extra Ki +1 both times for the superclass enemy and a Pure Saiyan, the crit chance plus 20% when there's a superclass enemy, and another 20% crit chance when there's a Pure Saiyan enemy, in total giving you Ki +2 and a crit chance without dupes of 40%. So this guy's going to be critting a lot, especially if you have dupes in him as well. The majority of his attacks are going to be critting. There's going to be a lot of scenarios when you are facing a superclass enemy that's a Pure Saiyan, where you do initial super, he gets the 40% crit chance off his passive, and then you do an additional because any dupes you have in him, and that will potentially become a crit as well because of the dupes you have in him that have filled the crit dupe nodes as well. So that's very nice at kind of utilizing and maximizing his damage, which is very nice. Cooler's just out here destroying everyone in Dokkan right now. He also recovers 10% HP at the end of the turn in which an attack was received, which is very nice at kind of conserving items, especially when you compare him with or couple him with all the teams that you can go on, like Wicked Bloodline, Terrifying Conquerors, category teams like that. Go with the EZA Tech Transforming Freezer, where he's recovering HP every time he transforms and comes back. So that's you know, a pretty decent way at kind of keeping your HP up, you know, conserving HP thresholds for any units like Golden Freezers with their damage reduction, and just generally conserving items. He also, the core will appear when conditions are met. On super attack, he raises attack for 1 turn and causes immense damage and lowers attack and defense. I would have preferred if this was attack and defense, but you know, kind of is what it is. And then Metacooler Core, and his passive, he gets Ki +2, and on super attack, massively raises attack temporarily and causes destructive damage. So nothing really special here, but it's going to be very easy, or a lot easier with the extra Ki +2 to constantly hit the supers you want to be hitting. But this is very, very good. Very, very good. As I said, not every single new unit and EZA that drops specifically has to dominate Red Zone and has to dominate the Cell Max event. This EZA though, however, very, very good. If in future they do more challenging content where you face a superclass enemy, which most likely will be a pure Saiyan because it's Goku and Vegeta, this guy's going to be very good in it, which only time will tell. Then next we have, I'm pretty sure, the Vegeta. Yes, we have the Metacooler movie SSJ Vegeta's EZA details, which are as follows. His passive is attack and defense plus 200% and 20% chance to perform a critical hit, which again, without dupes, just having a 20% crit chance is great. Seems Dokkan's really heavily focusing on crit chances built into the passive right now, but sure, doing more damage, I'm completely here for it, but that's very nice, again, especially on top of the you may have dupes. He also gains an additional attack and defense plus 50% and a chance to perform a critical hit plus 20% if there's another movie heroes category ally attacking in the same turn. So if you do have another movie heroes category ally in the same turn as him, you can have attack and defense plus 200%. On top of that, an extra 50%, so that's 250. The initial 20% chance to crit, which he has, and then another 20% chance to crit as well, because there's a movie category ally attacking in the same turn, which is a 40% chance to crit on top of 250% attack and defense at the start of turn. Damn. Just damn. And again, if you have dupes, that means he's going to be critting a lot of the time. If you have those conditions met on the initial super, gets an additional. Also, you have a decent amount of chance to crit as well, because of the dupe system you've also filled out. So again, maximizing damage heavily. And in terms of movie heroes units you can link him to, the movie hero category is looking pretty healthy right now, especially with the Year 7 LRs leading it. Also the 200% movie heroes Kamehameha lead as well, which of course Vegeta doesn't fall under. But that's him, Year 7 LRs, EZA Tech God Goku, not on the same level, but EZA Tech, EZA Strength God Vegeta. You have the new Tech LRSSJ Goku. There is also the Tech LR Goku and Vegeta. And that's just a few to name off the top of my head. So great category and very easy to get off. A lot of them go on pure Saiyan categories as well. And probably other categories this Vegeta is going to go on. He also gains Ki +2 and attack and defense plus 50% and a chance to perform a critical hit plus 30% if HP is 80% or below. Even more crit chances. Do you know what? I'm here for it. This guy's going to be critting left, right, and center. He also gets another Ki +2 and attack plus 50% and a chance to perform a critical hit plus 30% when HP is 50% or below. Quite similar to the EZA of Full Power Freezer. So once your HP is 80% or below, which is very easy to get to in a lot of the harder content nowadays, not just Red Zone and Cell Max event, he is going to get another attack and defense plus 50% on top of, if you're with a movie heroes category ally, the 50% he's got from that, which is 300% in total, which is nuts. And then another 30% chance to crit, which again, if you have this other condition with a movie heroes category ally fulfilled, that in total is a 70% chance to crit. Unless they're calculated separately, which they might be, but still. That is a 20% chance to crit, another 20% chance to crit, and a 30% chance to crit. And then when your HP is 50% or below, which is a little bit shaky because that's a bit risky to be running in any harder content. But if you do get there and can maintain it, he'll get another Ki +2, so it's going to be very easy to hit supers with him, including Cooler as well. That's another attack plus 50% on top of, again, if you have the movie heroes category ally in the same turn as him, which again is very easy to do because of how many good ones there are. That's 200% from the initial passive, attack and defense plus 50% with the movie heroes category ally in the same turn. If your HP is below 80%, which it will be because we're talking about the 50% portion, that's another attack and defense plus 50%, so that's 300% attack and defense. Then you'll get another 50% attack on top of that when your HP is 50% or below, so that's 350% attack, 300% defense, and another 30% chance to crit, which that means that is guaranteed crit. Again, they're probably calculated separately, but just in general, that's 20, 20, 30, 30. That's 100% chance to crit in his passive, which is just kind of nuts accumulated together. And again, on top of the fact you have dupes and you hit an additional and potentially can crit in there, the amount of damage this Vegeta can do in one turn as a side EZA is pretty nutty to me. And again, there's so many great movie category allies you can link him with, and a lot of them are pure Saiyans anyway. They're Goku and Vegeta units. Very easy to link up with. So, I'm not going to lie, this Vegeta is looking pretty dope. As I said, the only part that's shaky is you maybe don't want to be at 50% HP or below. But if you are, this Vegeta is popping off. And on super attack, he also greatly raises defense by 50% for one turn as well. On top of the fact, if you fulfill all of these, he's also going to have, as I said, 300% defense, along with the fact you're going to greatly raise defense by 50% on super. Even without it, that's nuts. I can't wait to try him out, because I'm pretty sure I have him rainbowed. He also causes supreme damage with a high chance to stun. This guy's going to annihilate ESBR. The fact he can stun as well is great, but he's going to annihilate ESBR. And then finally, we have the Metacooler movie strength Piccolo EZA Details, and his passive is attack and defense. Don't know why it bugs. Attack and defense plus 200%. Randomly change a type of key sphere other than strength key spheres to strength key spheres. So he is his own orb changer, which is very nice. Gain an additional attack and defense plus 20% per key sphere obtained. No wonder he's his own orb changer. So that means 200% at the start of turn. If you can get him a decent amount of strength key spheres, this guy can have pretty insane numbers depending on how the orb placement is looking for you. He also gets a key plus 2 in attack and defense plus 50% and 20% chance to perform a critical hit when facing one enemy. Again, even more crits. Just left, right, and center for these EZAs. Just crits non-stop. But the fact he does get extra keys is very nice considering he's a Piccolo unit. So, you know, if you do run him on movie heroes and some of the better categories he can go on, he's not going to link very well with a lot of the Saiyan units you're most likely going to be using. So being his own orb changer and giving himself key plus 2 when you're facing one enemy is going to make it very, very easy for him to get off his super attack. So that's very nice. But yeah, attack and defense plus 200% if you're facing one enemy. So if you're down to one enemy in SBR, ESBR, Goku and Vegeta event, or any potential red zone stages this guy can handle. Probably not the latter ones like Broly, but if there is one he can handle, he's going to get 250% attack and defense and all the attack and defense plus 20% per key sphere obtained, with a 20% chance to crit. And again, you may also have dupes. Excuse me, a bit of a hiccup. So there's also potential to hit an additional and crit again. So that's pretty dope. He also gets key plus 6. So it's never going to be difficult to hit a super. He gets key plus 6 and perform a critical hit once only when fighting 2 or more enemies. And there seems to be no condition on that. As long as you're facing 2 enemies, this Piccolo is always going to be getting key plus 6. Which means, again, because of the better categories you can run him on, he's always going to be surrounded by like Gokus and Vegetas, Pure Saiyans, you know, things like that. He's probably not going to link the best with them. So that means when you're facing 2 or more enemies, again, in ESBR, which is ideal, this guy is always going to be hitting a super attack, and he's also going to have a guaranteed crit immediately, which is great at doing, you know, the best possible damage you can do, especially if you can get as many key spheres as possible to build up that attack and defense plus 20%. Also on super attack, he raises defense by 30% for one turn, causes supreme damage to all enemies. I completely forgot he was an AoE. Oh my god. That means in ESBR, when you're facing 2 or more enemies, you will guaranteed crit everyone on an AoE. That's fantastic. Not to mention as well, even without it, again, if you have dupes, you can potentially crit an AoE like 4 or 5 enemies at once in ESBR. But the raising defense is very nice. And again, especially with all the key you could potentially get with the attack and defense plus 20%. This guy could do some serious damage in the ESBR. I'm not going to lie. He could do some serious damage. Not to mention, both the Vegeta and him go on movie heroes. Damn, they are going to annihilate. And you have a medium chance to stun everyone on an AoE while doing pretty decent amounts of damage and having solid defense after supering. Yeah, this Vegeta and Piccolo are fantastic additions to movie heroes. Again, you already have great units on movie heroes like LR God, EZA Tech God Goku, the new LR Tech God, the LR Tech Super Saiyan Goku, sorry. Damn, these EZAs are looking juicy. Very, very juicy. But that's all the EZA details. As I said, Goresh's Twitter link will be in the description down below. Now the stuff that's already on the game. The Fight 10 Billion Power Warrior is getting a revamp. Where you can actually obtain the meta coolers, because all the different meta coolers are indeed getting EZAs. Let me kind of zoom that in a bit more. We're also getting a new red zone stage, which as you can see here is going to be meta cooler and also King Cold. I mean, it's kind of be to expected considering it's Wicked Bloodline. I can only assume in a potential part 3 we're probably going to get like Golden Freezer and stuff. But the next stages are going to be chilled at meta cooler. Wonder what they're going to do considering Frieza was an absolute menace. We also have new stages of the story event, which is Fight Battle for the Strongest in the Universe, which I'm pretty sure this already existed for like the initial part 1 for the original Cooler movie, or the was it Revenge of Cooler? But yeah, as you see here, all the Meta Cooler units are getting Dokkan Awakenings. I think it's quite nice how they have individual card arts now. I think that's very nice. So all of these are getting Dokkan Awakenings, and it also means more stones from completing new stages and also completing missions. And I think that's everything right here. And then the other stuff that's been shown from like the JP, I think it's a Dokkan now. But we're on Luca Dokkan's Twitter. Again, his link would be in the description down below. There is going to be a new event, which is going to be a new link level event, which is challengeable 3 times per week. Now, in terms of it being challengeable 3 times per week, and considering, you know, for a short amount of time, the link leveling events we usually have are available like every day. It'd be interesting to see what the rates are on this in terms of getting a link level up, but that's quite nice. We get another link level event. Of course, I've already done a video on the card arts. If anything mess up here, no. There's also going to be New Planet Namek is in danger. Break through the super armor, defeat a large number of robot soldiers, and get luxurious rewards. I think this is very reminiscent, or basically a Meta Cooler movie variant of the Bardock stage back in the day. We had to defeat all the Freezer soldiers. So this is another way probably to get stones, which is obviously what everyone wants. Stones, maybe equips, orbs, things like that. So that's very nice. Is there anything else? No, it doesn't look like it, but still, a lot of new stuff coming to part 2, all these EZA details, stuff to get more rewards, which is great, a new link leveling stage, you can challenge 3 times a week. It's looking good, new red zone stages, which we expected, a lot of new stuff coming in part 2, but let me know what you think down in the comments, and I'll see you in the next video, guys, and peace!